What's up guys, Patrick here from Top Tier Gaming, and I'm here with an Orcust Eldlich combo guide. Most of the combos for this deck aren't super in-depth. I was just asked a couple times on Twitter and on the comments from the video if I could do some combos for it. So there are a couple 2-card combos and a few 3-card combos, and we can go ahead and show you a couple of them. The primary ones you'll be looking at are Orcust Eldlich and Girsu in World 1. This one is just a worst case scenario one, because you want to know what to do when you draw the World Wand. And Eldlitch Crescendo. These are the 3 2-card combos I'm going to be showing y'all. Starting off, we're going to do Girsu plus Orcust Eldlich. So first things first, we're going to activate Orcust Eldlich, pay 8. We're going to go ahead and search our Eldlitch the Golden Lord. Next, we're going to normal summon Girsu, activate effect to send. The first card we're going to send is... Oops, sorry, I grabbed the wrong card. We're going to send a Nightmare from deck to grave. I'm just going to play with it like this so you can see where the deck is and everything. We'll just put it like that. We'll send the Nightmare to grave. Then we'll activate the Girsu effect. Let me get out my tokens real quick. Giving our opponent a token and us a token. Make sure you put the token in the middle or the far right. That way your Galatea arrows will be pointing to it so it becomes indestructible for your opponent. Or it can't be killed by battle by your opponent. Next thing, we're going to link the Girsu and the Nightmare. Excuse me, the Girsu and the token into Barricade Board. Activate the effect of Barricade Board, pitching Eldlitch. Then we're going to activate Eldlitch effect, sending Orcust Eldlich, adding to hand, special summoning. Special summon them in the far left or in the middle column, again for Galatea. Then we're going to activate Orcust Eldlich effect. Eldlich effect, we're going to send either Conquistador or Hokero, depending on the matchup. You should know your matchup. So if it's like Dino, send Hokero. If it's, say, Tri-Brigade, you can either send... Or excuse me, it should be Conquistador if you're versus Dino, because you need the Hokeros more. And it should be, it can be either for, what's it called? Tri-Brigade. But, and for Drytron, either one is good to send, because popping is good and so is sending. Then, we're going to activate Nightmare effects, targeting Barricade Board. And we're going to send our World Wand. And we're going to activate World Wand, targeting the Nightmare, special the Nightmare. Link the Nightmare and the Barricade Board into a Galatea. Then we'll activate the Galatea effect, shuffling back our World Wands, setting ourselves a Crescendo, and then on the end phase, Conquistador will banish itself to set your Scarlet Sanguine. And Barricade Board will add back the Orcust Eldlich from your grave because you discarded for his effect. So your end board off of Girsu Orcust Eldlich is Galatea pointing to an indestructible Eldlich, Scarlet Sanguine, Crescendo, and then you have 3 other cards in hand. So yeah, not too terrible. Plus you have set up for your next turn with the Nightmare in grave. Alright, that's it for that combo. Let's get into another one real quick. Next up, we're going to do Girsu plus World Wand. Basically starts off the same way, except we're going to normal summon Girsu, activate effect to send, sending our, where is he at? Our Nightmare. Then we're going to make tokens, make sure you summon in the proper zones, then link these two to another Barricade Board, activate Barricade Board, discard World Wand, then you're going to Nightmare effects, target Barricade to gain, sending Symbol Skeleton. Then you can activate World Wand effects to bring back Nightmare. Link Nightmare and the Barricade Board into a Galatea. Galatea effect, shuffling back your World Wands to set a Crescendo. You can either set Crescendo or you can set your return here because you're going to get another search, or you're going to draw 2 if you do that. But the safe place to do this, and then you can go Symbol Skeleton, bring back Nightmare. making Nightmare can't be destroyed by battle with link monsters, and she can't be destroyed by battle, period, because she's linked, plus you have the Crescendo. It's pretty okay. It's a worst case scenario where there's the only 2 playable cards in your hand, but in those scenarios you usually have other back row, so it's pretty okay. For this example, you're going to need the Cursed Elven. So you're going to activate Cursed Elven, pay 8, adding to your hand an Eldlitch. Then you're going to activate Eldlitch effect, discarding itself and Cursed Elven to send Cursed Elven. Cursed Elven's effect is going to activate, sending whatever golden land you need, depending on the matchup. Then you're going to banish Crescendo, search Gearsu, and then you're going to do your normal play, which is Gearsu effect to send Nightmare, Gearsu effect to make tokens. Make sure to do it right there and right there. Except this time, you're going to turn that into a Link Karibo. Oop, I took it out. Sorry, I took apart this deck to test other stuff. To make the Link Karibo, because you need an effect monster. And you're going to link these 2 into Galatea. Then you're going to Nightmare effect, targeting Galatea to gain, and you're going to send your World Wand. Keep putting them on the top of the deck and forgetting it. Then you're going to World Wand for Nightmare. Then you're going to Galatea effect. Sorry, I forgot where I was for a second. You're going to Galatea effect for Crescendo. So basically end on the same board, except now you have that plus Scarlet. Now for this combo, if, you know, it's turn 1, you should have another discard in your hand, which in the case that you do have another discard, let's go ahead and rewind. We'll go ahead and put these 2 back in deck. This is banished, this is in grave. These 2 right there, this is in grave, these are sent. You'll have your token, gotta get the appropriate one. Alright, you'll have this, and then you'll need any random discard. You can link these 2 into Barricade Borg, activate Barricade Borg, discard your random card, in this case it's a Orcust. Then you can Nightmare effect, targeting Barricade Borg. Did I do it again? Yes I did. Sending World Wand, banish World Wand, special, Barricade, link these 2 into Galatea, and Galatea effects back the World Wand to set yourself another Crescendo. And in the end phase, you'll banish Conquistador, or whatever you send, for a Scarlet Sanguine, and then add back the Cursed Elven for a follow-up play on the next turn. Which is probably better, but you know, you need to have another card to discard to do that, which is kind of irrelevant, but kind of relevant. Just depends at what stage in the game you're at. So yeah. Next thing we're gonna cover is a 3-card combo with Eldlitch, Cursed Elven, and Crescendo. So starting off, we're gonna activate Cursed Elven, pay 8, add to our hand one of our golden lands, depending on the matchup. Then we're going to Eldlitch effect to send the Cursed Elven. Cursed Elven effect is gonna trigger. Make sure you send the opposite, or whichever one is just worse in the matchup. Then we're going to activate Crescendo to add to hand the Gearsu. Normal summon Gearsu. Activate effects, make tokens, pop, pop, link 2, into Barricade Borg, discarding Orcust. Oh, whoops, sorry. The Gearsu effect has to activate, of course, sending Nightmare. Then you're going to Nightmare effect, targeting Barricade. And you're going to send to the grave your World Wand. World Wand effect for Nightmare. Galatea. Galatea effect, shuffle back World Wand. Setting a Crescendo. Then on end phase, you have Conquistador banishing to set the Scarlet Sanguine, and Cursed Elven being added back off of Barricade Board with Eldlitch Engrave. Now, in this combo specifically, it is pretty good if you play Wide Awakening, the quick play, but I currently do not because it's kind of a brick in any situation that isn't this, because you can banish the second Golden Land for Wide Awakening, which you can use to dodge Ash if you're scared that they have it. But yeah, other than that, that's the only 3-card combo I can think of right now. Most of these are just kind of getting to the same point and then doing the same combo over and over. That's the point of this deck. You want to set up decent boards going first, and you want to be able to crack through your opponent's board through the skin of your teeth going second, and then set a bunch of traps. So yeah, that's the combo section of the video. I'm going to go ahead and do some test hands here. Go ahead and shuffle it up on camera. Please forgive the glare. I'm feeling especially lazy today, so I'm not going to try to deal with that. Well, let's get this token out of there. It's probably bad for shuffling. Go ahead and shuffle up, shuffle up, shuffle up. I'm not going to do any pile shuffling because that'll be too much to put on camera. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so this hand's pretty good. Has pretty much everything you want in it. It has a counter trap, it has Gear Stew, and it has a Golden Land access card. So for this hand, first things first, we're going to normal summon the Gear Stew and activate effect to send. You know the deal, Leo. We're sending our Nightmare to grave. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Pot of Prosperity, because we don't want to get locked into Dark just yet, because if we hit Cursed Eldland off the top here, we want to be able to just add it to hand and then add it to the combo. And we're going to banish 3. So for this one, we're going to banish 1 Galatea. We're going to banish the 1 Barricade Board, and I took it out, but Alina. It is not in here currently. Let me pull it out of this deck. Sorry. Whoops, that is not Alina. That is not either. Call it Alina. Yeah. So for this one, we're gonna banish Galatea, Barricade, and Alina, or you can do one of your Nightmares, but I like to keep them in there because I know they'll be useful in most matchups. And we'll go ahead and reveal 3. 1, 2, 3. Not the best, not the worst, but we can go ahead and get a Scarlet Sanguine to just have additional access into our Eldlitch engine. Now we can go ahead and go his effects, make a token, make one of your opponent's board, link the token into Link Rebo, because we don't want to waste our only Barricade board right now, so we're going to go into Galatea with Link Rebo and Gear Stew. Then we're going to Nightmare effects, targeting the Galatea, sending the... I don't want to do this. Just send the World Wand and we'll make the Galatea unpunchable. World Wand for Galatea. Then we'll go Galatea effect, shuffle back the World Wand to go ahead and set us a Crescendo. Now you might be asking why we're setting another Crescendo. It's because we want to hold this in hand to make people think that we have a hand trap, when in reality we don't. Or you can still set it and have another Crescendo, because they'll know where this one is, so they can just Cosmic it and force out the negate. So it's better just to, honestly, yeah, I'd just go ahead and set it here, and we'd set 4. So yeah, pretty decent hand. I would say that's a good hand, honestly. Didn't have Cursed Eldland, which is like, you want to open Gear Stew Cursed Eldland every hand, but you know, luck can't always get you there. So I'll go ahead and shuffle these bad boys up. Now, when you play this deck, make sure every time you shuffle in tournaments that you pile shuffle, because the nature of Eldlitch and the nature of Orcust is you'll sort all of your stuff out of your deck, so everything will get clumped together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one time here. I'll do this one quick. I'm currently playing 41. I took out the Foolish Burials from the deck. The Foolish Burial Goods, excuse me, from the deck because, as I said in the deck profile, it was very cuttable and it just wasn't doing anything for me like the next 2 tournaments I played. So I just felt it would be better to play without it. Let's see, Alcaro, Eldlitch, Strike, Scarlet, Gearsu. It's a pretty decent hand. I like this hand. We'll go ahead and normal summon Gearsu, activate effect to send. I'm going to send our Knightmare. Where is he at? Where is he at? Where is he at? There. Nope, that's not him. There he is. Send the Nightmare. Use effect to make tokens. I keep forgetting to remove that token from the center. Sorry. Whoa. Making our token. Now we'll go Gearsu and the token into our barricade board. And we'll activate barricade board, pitching Eldlitch because we want to have access to him on our third one board because our hand is good enough to do that. Then we're going to go set the Scarlet Sanguine, activate Eldritch effect, sending it as cost, adding it to hand, and special summoning it. I'm going to summon it in the far left corner, so it's pointing towards the... So the World Legacy token is here and the Eldritch is here for our Galatea when we summon it. Then we're doing Nightmare effects, targeting, it doesn't matter because it'll go away. I'll just say we'll target the barricade board, make them big. And we'll go ahead and send our World Wand. Then we're going to activate World Wand, bring back Nightmare, link Nightmare and barricade into Galatea. Galatea effect, shuffle back our World Wand, set ourselves a Crescendo. Then we'll set our 2, and on end phase, Scarlet Sanguine will activate, and we will set ourselves the other one, which is Conquistador. So yeah, that was a good hand. That is a hand that I am happy to have. I just can't I can't cover the combo that you do if you open Eldritch Gearsu because it depends on if you draw spell traps to set, which I hope you do given that we play like, I think above 17 traps. I can't remember the exact number. So yeah, he has his counter, or he doesn't have a counter, he's just indestructible by card effects, and she is indestructible by battle because she points to 2 things, Conquistador, Crescendo, Strike, Hawk Arrow, with Nightmare Engrave for next turn. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do one more test hand, see what we can get going with this one. I want to try to get a bad hand in. A bad hand usually has Symbol Skeleton, but I still play 2 Symbol. You could probably cut Symbol down to 1, and it wouldn't be the worst. You would be at 40 flat, which is definitely a possibility. I just like playing 2 Symbol, I don't know why. I like normal summoning him turn 2s, and using him with Eldritch traps to go into Lina. And then you have like big wombo combos off after that. You can bring back Mechabuzz, bring back Constructs if they're summoned properly, a whole bunch of stuff. It's cool. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well this is basically the same combo, except I'm going to go ahead and remove a Nightmare from the deck, and we'll see if we hit a Cursed Eldlich off of our Prosperity. We're going to banish the same 3 that we did last time, Lina, a Galatea, and a Barricade Borg, or you can go Lina, you can go Barricade, Lina, and Unicorn. This is the secondary option if I know I'm in a grind matchup and I want to keep my Galateas in deck. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. This gave us Cursed Eldlich, which is very nice. Go ahead and put these on bottom. This guy was already on board because we activated his effect to send Nightmare, of course. Yeah, so then you can go Cursed Eldlich effects. Adding to hand Conquistador. Or whichever one you need, depending on matchup, of course. Then you can use his effects, make a token on opponent's side. Linking to, into, you guessed it, Barricade Borg Blocker, the best card in the extra deck that's not Engine. You're going to activate his effect, sending Eldritch, then you're going to Eldritch effect, send Cursed Eldlich. Cursed Eldlich will activate, sending ourselves a Hawk Arrow, and then he will be on board over here, adding to hand especially. Then we're going to go ahead and go Nightmare effects, targeting Eldritch, I guess. Send our World Wand effect to summon out Nightmare. Link into Galatea. Galatea, shuffle back. Set our sides at Crescendo. And then you have Crescendo, Conquistador, Droplets, Judgment, and then in phase we'll set a Scarlet Sanguine. So yeah, that's a pretty good hand. I would not be mad if I drew that. It's a very solid board. You have 2 counter traps, Indestructibles, Pop, Droplets that can send away this once it's dead. Also, make sure that you leave, try to keep only 1 Eldlitch in rotation so you don't get blown out by Ice Dragons. Yeah, Ice Dragon's Prison. Because this deck is very weak to Ice Dragon's Prison because, you know, you don't want to put both of these on board and then lose one if it gets linked away, and you don't want to lose your Galateas. Which, if they do get banished, you do have ways around it because Longirsu can shuffle back your Galateas if they banish too. So it's not the end of the world if you can get to him. But that just depends on if you can survive whatever they do after they banish your cards. So yeah, guys. I hope y'all understand the value of Barricade Board because he is the best card in the deck. And yeah, these have been some Eldlitch Orcust combos. Oh, I guess I can go ahead and show some light siding. My side deck changed a little bit because the Drytron card released, the Diviner, and the what's his name, Fafnir came out. So I'm just gonna briefly cover the side deck now. It's triple Nibiru, triple Droll, triple Lancia, double Chaos Hunter still, Pankratops, 2 Cosmic, Imperial Order. You can, whenever I side this in, I usually side out my, what's it called? My pots. I usually side out that and then put in this, or actually, excuse me, this and whatever hand traps. If I'm going versus, what's it called? What's their name? Tri-Brigade. My Tri-Brigade side is this. Is you want to slide in these 6. If they have a good hand, they can go into Appaloosa before that, so you don't want to really bother with these. They add once, like this is okay, you can stop them from getting Revolt maybe, but that's really just there for Drytron. Same thing with the Nibiru. Yeah. So when you're siding, you need to find 6 spots. I usually side out one of these, depending on which one's worse. If it's Hokaro or Conquistador, I'll side out one of those. And then going second, I side out 1 Crescendo, all 3 Judgments. Where's he at? Oh, I guess it's in this pile. Yeah, all 3 Judgments, and then a... Usually I side out a Symbol Skeleton, going second, because you don't really want to draw him. In your starting hand. So these are the 6 I would side out for these. Because Solemn Judgment is a very solid card, but really it's better going first. You don't really want to draw going second whenever you have to like wait for them to play into something. So yeah, that's my go-to for that. Then it's kind of, these are like the cards that I side out the most, is Triple Judgment, Crescendo, and 1 Golden Land, depending on which one. Alright guys, this has been Patrick from Top Tier Gaming. And these have been some light Orcust combos, test hands, and some siding tips. Hope you enjoyed. Follow our Twitter, join our Discord. We have some nice discussurinos in there. I don't know why I said that. It's not in my vocabulary, but whatever. Sorry for the glare again. I'm very lazy today, and I just wanted to get a video done for y'all. So yeah, hope y'all liked it. Like, subscribe, tell me if you would like to see some more content, if you have anything particularly you'd like to see. Can't guarantee it'll happen, but if it sounds interesting, we'll do something with it. Thanks guys.